Okay, I think we'll continue on here. Thanks, Mike. Okay, so just a real quick thing. Again, we hit on it, but I wanted to break out geothermal separate from this morning. So thank you for allowing me to do that. But here, if you take a look at electrification, what we're talking about, really, I look at your first two columns from the left, obviously, with geothermal and with air source heat pump. And please understand the distinction, too, that Mike had made on cold climate or hyper. If you pay attention to the performance ratings, there's a huge difference. So air source, Mitsubishi and folks alike have come a long way with their cold climate applications. So great job by that. The benefit right now that you receive with geothermal, yes, it's going to be more to install. No doubt about it. We've got to put that ground loop in. But once you put that ground loop in,
your heat exchange for the rest of your life. I think this is going out. Okay, so what I'll do is just speak louder. Forget this. So what we'll do, just perspective-wise, that's huge benefit of Geo. No outdoor equipment. No outdoor equipment. Obviously, I think Mike just touched on it as well. Is Wright are supposed to do something on hot water heating. Anytime you have a geothermal system installed, for those of you that don't know, it's already a byproduct. They call it hot water assist or de-superheater option. There's different words for it. But anytime that compressor runs in a heating or air conditioning mode, you're getting free hot water when you're connected to your water heater. So on average, runtime 50%, 60% of the geothermal system, basically free hot water for half of that time per year. Now, there's also new advancements in the industry. Some folks out there, I think Water Furnace is working on it. We're working on it. We have variable speed water to water. Why water to what? Well, for those that like inflow or hydronic, for those that want 100% domestic hot water, and then you can still duct to your chilled water coil, hydronic coil, which can also be for your heating side. So all in one box now, the geothermal system can provide your heating and air conditioning ducted, as well as inflow, as well as 100% of your domestic hot water. All inside. No outdoor equipment whatsoever. So nice opportunity there. I'm going to move along quickly here if I may. But this is just a capacity comparison. So your blue line is going from bottom left to top right. That's what we call our heat loss. That's been referred to a lot today. So how much heat do we need when it's 52 degrees outside? How much, if anything? How about minus 13, as Mike had already talked about earlier? Obviously, you need more as it gets colder. That's Michigan. That's us. So as you see geothermal in your orange line, you've got it pretty linear. Yes, we drop off a little bit, but your capacity-wise is still phenomenal. And where those heat loss intersects with the heat pump technology, that's where you'll have what you call your resistance electric heat, your backup, your auxiliary. But your geothermal or your air source is always going to be your fundamental, your primary source of heat. So it just gives you a perspective when you're looking at, okay, so why am I going to make you pay a little bit more for geothermal than air source? You can start to see the capacity makes a big difference. Secondly, take a look at efficiency. Again, this isn't the hyper. This is a typical 18-seer air source heat pump. But there's truth in the numbers. And I'm asking you to not just look at glossy brochures that are really pretty. I'm asking you to go to the performance details. That's where the truth is. All geothermal systems are rated. Can anybody tell me at what temperature they're rated at worst case scenario?
75.
What about the heating? They're rated at 30. They're rated at 32 degree entering water. So without antifreeze, you've got a giant ice cube. So with that in mind, just give you perspective. The efficiencies that we're talking about right here are based at 35 degree, 32 degree entering water. Working? No? So let's move along for the sake of time. Again, ducted, air source, ducted system, fantastic. Let me give you an example. When we start to talk about electrification and adding now solar, because everybody in this room, I think, is there. Now what do we have to do? So if you're looking at a geothermal system, take a look as you go across. For heating kilowatt hours, geothermal, There's our kilowatt hours. If you're going to look at a standard air source heat pump, virtually double your kilowatt hour usage of heat. Now go to your air conditioning. Because we're dealing with the cooler Earth's temperature, where you can easily reject the heat from the space, either residential or commercial, into the cooler Earth, look at your kilowatt hour savings just in the air conditioning. Again, we're not battling air temperature. We have a nice constant ground temperature. Huge differential. There's your domestic hot water assistance that I was referring to earlier. Would you rather have 1,132 kilowatt hours or 3,497? All this comes into play when you are looking at solar. This has been mentioned a bunch of times today. Geothermal, even versus a standard air source heat pump, you will need less solar. So yes, you're going to pay more for a geothermal installation, but you're going to pay less as far as how many modules, as well as your inverter that you're going to put on the system. Okay, so that's just a real nice way of taking a look at it. And then lastly, again, just a perspective of what you're going to need. And that's easily with a 10 kW system, what we just shared. On a standard air source heat pump, we're 6,000 kilowatt hours short. So if you truly want to take that to net zero, what's the additional cost to generate another 6,000 kilowatt hours of electricity? Factor that in if you're looking at big picture, if you're looking at net zero. Okay, hopefully that helps a little bit. This gives you just a perspective on the actual operating cost of that system that we just showed, about $600 per year versus $1,187. And one thing I'll leave you for those that are thinking about, yeah, but you're 10,000 more, but you're 20,000 more. Hang on to this number. If you're thinking of a 30-year mortgage, new construction, you're $5 per thousand. So $10,000 more at $5 per thousand. How much more on the utility payment? 50 bucks. How about if it's $20,000 more? Sounds crazy. Why would you ever do it? That's $100 a month. That system will save you more than $100 a month at $20,000 more. So just always put things in perspective. Same thing with deep retrofit. Does it make sense? You're not just doing it for today. You're doing it for tomorrow. You're doing it for utility costs that we don't know what's truly going to happen over time. Okay, so thank you. I believe that's all I've got. I'll pass it on. Thank you very much.
I